What's going on, guys? Logan Cole here, and what like 4 months it's been. I brought you a video about 4 weeks ago as well, about just post-comp kind of stuff, and I have so much backed up. I even have like a little script here that I'm gonna have to use to like kind of cover everything. There's apologies to be made, topics to touch on, letting you guys like kind of know where I'm at, what the hell is going on. And what I'm going to do is like use this talk and then like put a couple of videos as I talk about those topics over me talking. So let's get right into it. So firstly, for those of you who are watching, thank you for like sticking around. I recently reached 100 subscribers. Obviously because I'm still putting out podcast content, because that's kind of like what I was getting into for a little bit. Had a couple of interviews, like really quality interviews. So those videos were still going up, and I recently reached 100 subscribers. I say 100 on here because that's what I wrote down and I thought. I actually looked on YouTube just then and I had 101. So thank you guys for that. And just for that, hit that like button at the bottom of this video. I'm not sure if it helps out, but yeah, give it a massive thumbs up and support the channel that way if you are watching this. So I haven't really been uploading content to anything at the moment. Like I tried keeping up a bit of Instagram, but like you're going into Instagram content and I go from bodybuilding stage ready to pretty piss poor at the moment. But yeah, like it was hard. It's hard for me to put out quality content, or what I think is quality, because of like what I came from during comp time. And then it's also hard for the people who sent me like products and stuff like that. So I would like just like firstly at the start of this video, apologize to SleepX mattresses, because they sent me an amazing product, which you'll see me unpackage during this when I talk about it. But they sent me an amazing mattress that I'm now using like every night. So comfortable, having the best sleeps, never want to get out of bed. It is so good. I was supposed to give them a shout out. I made a video on Instagram about them, but I was supposed to give them a video shout out, and I was so backed up on content that I didn't even get to it. I also have product from Tom Cole hair, but at the moment my hair, like I'm not really taking pride in my hair. I kind of like actually over the last couple of weeks while my mum was away, cut it myself. So yeah, I haven't been able to upload a photo there giving them props, but thank you to Tom Cole hair and SleepX mattresses. I'm pretty sure there is other products that I have been sent but cannot remember what they were. So they might have to be addressed in later videos. And yes, as I said, there is a huge backup of content, which I'll show you now, like just to touch on a couple, without making like heaps of little videos, which would just be tedious and annoying, because I'd rather get this stuff out of the way, because I have some big ass news. I wanted to notify you guys about the next huge apparel drop coming. I did have some products that were delivered while I was kind of like in what is it called, hiatus? No, I'm like almost MIA. I was missing in action because wasn't uploading anything, and they were just shirts. Haven't really been able to like distribute them as much as I would like to, but they will be up when I open up the online store for this drop. And this new drop is going to include stuff like, I've got male compression tights, I've got female tights, leggings, I've got female shorts. Finally had a couple of like friends that are female. I developed some female relationships that are friends and not just guys and gay guys on Instagram, but I also developed some female relationships that are friends, and they can help me with the sizing, because I can't just chuck tights on for all you ladies out there and be like, hey, this fits really well, I'm gonna go with it, because my ass is just a lot better most of the time than like any female that I know. So I can't do that. But no, on a serious note, I did put on the tights that were sent to me as a sample and did a squat test in them. So if my ass doesn't bust through or show through a size small, they're squat proof. So in some of my first videos that I recorded straight after comp, I talked about having a week off. What a week and 5 months that has been. Like, seriously. I talked about, like, I had all those nights out eating, and I was like, oh yeah, people are going to invite me out for dinner, and I'm going to go out for dinner, and I did. And then I invited myself out for dinner, and then I took myself out and ate a lot of food for the next 5 months as well. I tried getting back, like straight back into like bodybuilding type training, pretty much straight into kind of like the program that I was doing, but fuck that. I legit just did that for like, what, 16 weeks? That was never happening, especially when there's like no goal. I don't understand. Like, people have to realize that even for someone like a trainer like myself, or someone that seems dedicated, we still have to have a goal in mind, or a goal in the future that you know you're going to reach. Because if there's no goal or no like light at the end of the tunnel, you're not going to be dedicated to anything. I've been lately trying to dedicate myself more like to my motivating the clients and stuff like that, and that's kind of like working for me, but I'll let you know what I'm doing at the moment to do that. As you saw in the previous video to this, I ran an 8-week challenge, and that was super successful in regards to results, really. And post that, had a couple of little hiccups because me and Dill had like a pretty open chat about him wanting to do personal training, like do PT online. No, not online. Face-to-face, one-on-one. And I couldn't offer him that at the time. And he ended up actually leaving. Pretty short notice, but you know what? I say that as a business person, I don't like it. But as a person, I do think that I would have done the same thing because it's my best interest in mind. Not that I would go work for someone, but yeah, it's a good opportunity and he took it. So happy for him with that. The thing I wasn't happy about is that I am a member at that Anytime, and they were asking me how he was going, like every time I went in, and said like, oh yeah, he seems happy, like when he's talking to us and all that kind of stuff. They went behind my back and contacted him and offered him personal training when they knew he wanted to do personal training, and fucked me over. So thanks a lot for that, guys. Thanks. Really helped me out, especially when I'm just a trainer like by myself. But yeah, I had to like bring the class in, lost a couple of clients and stuff like that. But yeah, he got what he wanted and I'm happy for that. But yeah, they're not happy with that. Or some of the trainers in there, pretty, you see two sides of people sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I moved also into the new unit, and I kind of like with JT. So I moved out of living by myself, moved in here with JT where I am now, and really kind of like saw both sides of, well, the positives and negatives, ups and downs of like living with someone else. I got a star next to that note and I don't know why. Over that time as well, I recorded some podcasts with some serious legends. Got in contact with Kyle Raggio, that I competed against in my novice and opens, and he was the one who beat me in that. He came first in novice. If you saw my video back, you might have seen it, but he was jacked. And then I also did a podcast with Jared Wynn, if you might have seen that one. And that was in regards to him like starting a business, and we had some pretty good talks about that. I also did a podcast with JT, but I didn't put that one up on YouTube. Probably could have got banned from YouTube if I put that up. But it is up on like iTunes and Spotify if you want to listen to it and haven't yet. I also did some solo podcasting, as you may know, going through YouTube or my Instagram, plug that. Those ones were pretty cool. A couple of them went over like some things I learned during the challenge, through business, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, went over that. And other than that, just want to touch on also the like products that I got sent. No. Also just want to touch on once again the sponsors that sent me their products. Pretty much the SleepX mattress is and will be, still is continuing to be amazing. So super comfortable. I don't think I got a code for that. But yeah, I did get a code for the Tom Cole hair stuff though. Got the Tom Cole hair stuff, so I got these 2 products here. Quick shout out, I think it was like, I'll put the code that I got here for 25% off, but like one was like shaping wax and defining cream. One's for like when you have wet hair, the other one's for dry hair. At the moment my hair's just shit, so, but I got those 2. Before we jump into what I'm doing now, I want to go over like what my training was when I first started doing the bodybuilding type training again and got over that. I just went into like pretty much deadlifting and eating. That's what I was doing. I was deadlifting like 3 times a week, doing like pause deadlifts. Got some pretty decent lifts too, like pretty impressive for like what my weight was. I think I was only like up to like 90, maybe high 80s, and I was pulling, I think I got a 250 kilo sumo deadlift at that time. But guys, once again, there was really no kind of like goal orientated lifting going on, so it felt really hard to stick to. Plus like what happened with Anytime and then Dylan going to them, I didn't really want to give my business to that business, my membership to that business, so I haven't been going there. I almost felt like just like fuck you, like why would I go and be your member if that's kind of like the way you see me and care about my business, even though whatever. So I was going to a different gym. I was going to Caramel Anytime, which is owned by different owners, and then got really over that, and I just said, I was sitting down one day and I was like, what am I going to do about my training? And then I just thought, before I was going to start my bodybuilding comp, I was like, hey, I'm going to try, what am I going to do? Am I going to do my bodybuilding comp, or am I going to jump into CrossFit? Because I'd been talking about that as well. And I was like, fuck it. This is it. I was at Yarns' cafe in just up the road from kind of like my gym. And then I knew there was a CrossFit gym there, and I'd heard about it and all that. So I went down and I saw him and I signed up, and that was 3 weeks ago now. We're at, what date are we? We're at the 15th of August, and I did that, yeah, signed up at the end of August, yeah. Signed up at the end of July, and I've been going 5 times a day. 5 times a day, 5 times a week, and just going like Monday to Friday, and I'm absolutely loving it. The training that I'm doing sets me to a 9:30 to 10:30 block. I do sometimes go there a bit earlier and stay a bit later, but pretty much be there 9:30, the class runs, get it done, and I have a goal of competing, like eventually competing. I just need to like build up my fitness and stuff like that. There's a couple of exercises that I struggle with, but building up my strength, my explosive strength, because I need to do it's more Olympic lifting, and then yeah, but like especially fitness. My running is so shit. But yeah, I've been getting really into that. I love it. I love the atmosphere. There's no headphones, no people walking around like trying to like stall and chat. Everything's like super enjoyable. Like all the people there are super freaking awesome. If you want to follow the page that I'm at, it's at the page I'm at, the CrossFit gym I'm at, it's at Wollongong CrossFit, I think, but I'm going to put it here, so there, and give them a look. That's where I've been going for the last 3 weeks now. Super love it, and what it is doing is actually giving me time now whenever I'm at the gym and have some spare time to do more mobility based things. So like working on my mobility, my stability, and then also like a little bit of strength. They do strength there as well, but mainly my mobility, my stability, and my flexibility, the abilities, okay? And it's been awesome. I've gone back into conventional deadlifts instead of sumo, because conventional directly is related to like your Olympic lifts. So like your snatch, your clean and jerk, your clean, whatever. And because I've been doing all this mobility, stability and stuff, my flexibility, I'm not feeling the pain in my back that I used to feel all the time when I did them. I don't know if it's because my technique's better, but I do not feel it anymore, and I'm loving it. I love Olympic lifts. It's like really kind of like invigorating. Like they're hard, but they're challenging, but they're so awesome. I used to be kind of like scared of them, but not anymore. Really enjoy doing it. And that has kind of like opened up some space for me. I've changed up my classes to kind of represent the CrossFit classes that I'm doing. So it involves everything. They do like the conditioning and the strength, stability, mobility, all that kind of stuff. So actually, no, that's not it. It's on my whiteboard just over there. But at the same time, I've also stepped into an avenue of performance training, so coaching more athletes and really kind of like trying to broaden my horizons, make more athletes injury free during their season. None of this bullshit like 1RM deadlifting middle of the season. Building up strength now, especially when it's coming up to the end of footy season. Building up strength now, being after grand final, probably about 3 or 4 weeks I'll start, and then go into 12 weeks, and then by the time they start doing their actual preseason, they're moving into more like stability and stuff like that, making sure that their ankles are good, their knees are good, all that kind of stuff. And that is getting programmed right now on my board over there, and that's super interesting. Using Pierre, I got a program sent to me by Pierre. I think his name's Pierre Performance. I'll put that there as well for you to look him up, and all that. That stuff's going to be like down in the description anyway. All these names are going to be down in the description, and I'm loosely basing my workouts off his structure as well, so hopefully you can see some huge benefits for the boys in that time, which will be really awesome and good for me in terms of growing into that kind of like performance-based training, which I'm really enjoying at the moment. But yeah, at the moment that's me. CrossFit, performance training, classes changing. PTs aren't too bad. Business is a little bit of a struggle at the moment. I'm moving out of here in like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure I'm going to move somewhere by myself again. And hopefully you can get some more content out for you guys. Hopefully can make this a little bit more consistent as I can. In the meantime, remember to follow my Instagram page. I put up stuff every now and then. My stories are pretty active, as you see if you're probably following me. But yeah, guys, I'm just like at the moment eating like whatever the hell I want to keep up energy, even if that means Macca's. But I'm training super hard with CrossFit. I'm eating kind of like whatever I want. I'm hanging out with some really good people, but there's always those goals. At the end, I eventually want to like be opening up my own gym, hopefully in the next 6 months. But who knows like what's going to go on with that. That would be ideal. The clothing line's coming out, so make sure you follow on Instagram, because there will be notifications of when that online store is open. I have to do a shoot for it and everything, so who knows what's going to happen with that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed catching up. If you haven't pressed that like button yet or that thumbs up button, please do so. Subscribe if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet. And yeah, till next time, guys. Hopefully I can get some content out. Hopefully I can film some of these CrossFit workouts, some of these heavy ass Olympic lifts that I'm doing, the clean and jerks and stuff like that. There's a couple on my Instagram now if you want to go check that out down the bottom. And till next time, guys, enjoy life. Do whatever makes you happy. That's what I'm doing at the moment. But till next time, catch you later.